Fashionably late, guys. Fashionably late. I mean, what? Who turns up to a date on time? Welcome, guys. We'll wait for everyone to roll in. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. I'm trying to find a romantic playlist to play, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Probably start freezing knowing this. How are you? Let me know where you're watching from. Hit the thumbs up button also. Thanks. There we go. We'll start with that. Where's everyone? Where is everybody today? Peculiar. So, guys, a reading for the Divine Masculine. Let me know where you're watching from. All it is the full moon is coming, and I thought it would be a good time to touch base with energy, especially for, I think, the Divine Masculine. So if you are a Divine Masculine, hit the thumbs up button, huh? And if you've got any questions, it's one question, one card, 1111 at PayPal Ruby Reads Tarot. If you want to book a reading, go to rubyreadstarot.com. I don't think that's your card. Otherwise, let me know where you're watching from. So if you guys have got any questions, you can just ask them here, or you can ask them in the PayPal. Nine of Pentacles. Focused on your money, Divine Masculine. Has money, financial stuff been a thing? I think the finances might be looking relatively good. I think you're quite happy with where you're at, Divine Masculine. Could it be that you might be full of all the luxuries and pleasures of life? It's just a bit lonely in that garden with all those lovely toys. No? Let's get some more messages. I don't think they're yours. I think they just came flying out. So really, quite content with where you're at. Doing quite well for yourself financially. Definitely quite independent. I don't think I want to use this deck for this reading. I'm going to put this deck down and put some lovely rocks and crystals on it and just charge it up. Okay, I think I'm going to use the Thoth Tarot deck. That's not even it. Here it is. It's in French, so I'm going to be reading from the booklet. Remember, guys, one question, one card, 1111 at PayPal Ruby Reads Tarot. To book a reading, it's www.rubyreadstarot.com. Let's get some answers for the Divine Masculine. Now, this is a deck that it's a deck that I go to for good answers. I'm going to keep shuffling. I want to get a good message so we can just read through it all in one go. think that should be enough cards for now. Let's flip these over, find out what the message is. So, Divine Masculine, this is a message for you for the full moon, the Libra full moon, Aries season, Venus conjuncting the moon, Mercury squaring the moon. Sorry, Venus conjuncting the sun, Mercury squaring the moon and Mars. Let's read your messages. So the first message is, I'm not going to read the French because I will just butcher it, so I'm not going to do that. But it's the Two of Pentacles reversed, which is all roads are closed, difficulty in freeing oneself from troubles. Wow. All roads are closed, difficulty in freeing oneself from troubles. Does that like ring any bells, Divine Masculine? Does it feel like your space has become quite limited or restrictive, or as if like you're not where you want to be, you're not doing what you want to be doing? Could it be something like that? I don't know. Let's carry on. 29 is the Seven of Wands. Exchange of ideas, prestigious encounters. So it looks like you're coming into a time where you will be sharing a lot of ideas with someone, with people around you, like-minded people, perhaps. I think that Two of Pentacles in reverse as well might mean that you need to like check your state of mind, and like if you've been in a really stagnant and stuck situation, what it is that you could do to actually like shift the energy of that, or maybe shift the connections, whether that be you cut the people out of your life, be it a partner or ex-partner or a group of people, group of friends, or whatever it is. But it's clearly saying that there was a situation that you were finding quite difficult to get out of. But there will be some sort of prestigious encounters with an exchange of ideas that might help liberate you from, you know, a place of being less than or feeling stuck. Boring relationship, periodic care. Wow. So are you guys feeling like you're in a boring relationship? And periodic care for me really means it's like not care that's done often enough. So it's not routine. It's like sporadic, one off. It's not really focused as much as it should be. But maybe that might be the thing. Boring relationship, periodic care. Spice up your relationships, or even take more care of yourself. 71. Recovery or loaned or invested money. So some of you might be coming back in. Oh no, hold on. It's upside down. So it says worry over a recently started project. Wow. So some of you are really worried about something that you started, worried about whether or not it's going to be successful. Let's find out what the next card is. I think that will give us a good clue as to whether or not. It says confession, declaration, protest. And that's the Six of Swords reversed. Confession, declaration, protest. So you should either expect some sort of confession, or if you feel like you need to give the confession, be really open about it and like lay it out on the line. Basically, you've got to say something, declaration, or you've got to declare something, perhaps your truth. And protest maybe what it is that is a worry over a recently started project. Let's check this message. Tyrannical government, irremovable position. Wow. So I think a lot of you might even be like protesting against the bullshit that we've been like subjected to over the past year now. I know it's like completely ruined some people's lives, but if anything, I hope it's set them off in a new direction of liberation. Tyrannical government, irremovable position. Right. 56, which is the Eight of Swords. Constructive criticism, correction of errors. So this full moon, you might get some constructive criticism, or at least you might begin to break down and crack down bits of the puzzle that might have felt missing. What is that? 56. Oh, wait, hold on. That was in reverse. Sorry. Unpleasant, unexpected event, short-lived adversities. Ooh, it's intense, huh? Let's move on. Stars, number 6. New interests, brilliant ideas, improvement. So that should be quite nice. The situation's about to improve. Colette, hello from Spokane, Washington. Hi. Oh, I bet that's a really beautiful part of the world. Welcome. So yes, new interests, brilliant ideas, and improvement. So divine masculine, it looks like things are about to get better for you. Shall we move on? Number 34, which is the Two of Wands, and it is upright. Sadness because of someone's departure or absence. Could this be divine masculine, the absence of the divine feminine? I think you might be feeling an absence, and I really have with this card, which is prudence, and it's in reverse, misplaced trust and excessive altruism. Wow. So it's almost like festering in a really toxic place. Misplaced trust. Could this be trust within relationships, or letting the relationships get really like what is the word? You know when men become a bit avoidant in relationships and then things like properly spiral out of control and then it gets a bigger and bigger avalanche and they're so willfully unaware of what's going on, and the next thing you know it's a breakup, and then they're like, okay, wow, that kind of happened a bit quick. But misplaced trust and excessive altruism. So divine masculine, there's trust issues that need working on, and excessive altruism is you just avoiding the situation. I think in order to really reconcile something, you might need to focus your attention into it. Beautiful darkness. Good morning, lovely. How's your beautiful tree doing? Thank you so much, everybody, for your prayers and your well wishes. The landlord has decided not to cut the tree, but gratefully, the council, the government even, has a preservation order on the tree. So, my tree, by God's merciful graces, and thank you for all your kind well wishes, is safe and sound. Thank you so much, guys. I'm really happy about that outcome. Patricia in the house. Hi, Ruby. Sending you so much love from the mountains of Western North Carolina. Oh my God. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I receive your love and I send you back 2 times more with a kiss on top. Mwah. Welcome, my love. What have we got here? So, just a reading for the Divine Masculine. It's the Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm reading the messages because the cards are in French. Beautiful darkness. Thank God for that. Universe is shining. It really is. Doesn't it just feel like such a massive breakthrough? Sweet girl. Thank you. Thank you. It does. It feels like a shift in the energy. It feels like something's shifting. It's like the veil is definitely becoming thinner. I think at the moment, if we're being like thrown all of these weird instances in our way, in our path, it's really like the lower timelines still struggling to cling. Let me know if you agree with that. Should we carry on with the message for the Divine Masculine? I'll shuffle again now that we have more people in the room. Okay, so this card, which is Prudence in reverse, which was misplaced trust, excessive altruism. Divine masculine, you need to tap back in. I think your avoidant attitude might have created a bit of an avalanche, and it's almost asking you to pull yourself back into the equation, like tap back in. Ah, Brianna, love in the house. Um, Beautiful darkness. I felt it last night. Energy that has that spark, like something is coming. Oh my god, yes, 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 yes. Brianna, big changes. Welcome, Brianna, love. So let me check this message, which is the Three of Wands, and it's not in reverse, but the card says daring project, necessary effort. So divine masculine, you really got to pull your finger out at this point. There's some effort that requires you to stop pulling, like stop being avoidant. Your focus is needed. The project is daring. It's going to require a lot of stamina and your masculine energy, but it's necessary effort that you must make. Let's shuffle again. Ladies, I hope you're all well. Do we have any divine masculine in the house? Ladies, if you have any questions about your divine masculine in particular, it's one question, one card, 1111 at PayPal Ruby at rubyreadstarot.com. I'll give the card a good shuffle, and I'll keep shuffling the cards, and we'll see what messages come out. But remember, guys, these are for the divine masculine. I just feel like everyone's being called back to the divine role. I don't know about you guys, but like I just feel like the need to be in my Empress energy. Like I need to be back in my divinely guided feminine power. I don't know if you guys have been feeling that too. I think it's because, there's lots of new births happening around us, like with nature and flowers and plants and stuff. And it's very encouraging, but it's just calling out this step into your high priestess, empress, divine feminine, divinely guided. And the moon is in Virgo today as well. So I don't know if this is like part of it, but there's a really big call. I'm running from divine masculine. I think we have switched up the chaser to runner. LOL. Brianna, I had follow-up video chat yesterday with the woman who read my birth chart, and it made me realize that I was still avoiding my emotions. Ooh, I don't think there's like this is the impact, you know what I mean? Like this was the fire, the spark of the match that was kind of like, okay, right, now we're gonna stick a fire up everyone's butt to get back on the program that they kind of came here for. And I think like a lot of stuff that we might have been doing to completely avoid stuff that felt difficult, it's just gonna have to be addressed at this point. It's really, really just gonna have to be looked at and dealt with in a better knowing way. I don't know, like a higher knowing. I guess it's a commitment to a higher timeline, isn't it? And I think like there's so much work that's being done on this particular matrix program. And a lot of it is to change up a lot of things. And it might mean that if we're not fully embracing our own sovereignty, like our own authoritarian, and doing it from a place that's like not disingenuous, doing it from a really authentic place, doing it from a place that is like, you came to this world completely perfect the way you are, and you don't need to change anything about you at all. It's all like society, and it's all playing into ego and lower vibrations that makes you feel like you have to be anything other than yourself. So much awakening happening, and it's definitely a process, isn't it? It really is. It really is, and it's got so many different faces. And one minute you might feel like you're really making changes in leaps and bounds, and the next day you might be like right in the pits of it, dealing with stuff that happened when you were 3 years old. I don't know. I just really am sensing the power to really embrace the truth, authenticity of who I am, who I came here as, and letting go of all of the extra bits and bobs, all the bells and whistles, and just really trying to channel into the authentic power that is me, because that power is only mine. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like this is everybody's invitation to kind of channel into whatever their superpower is, having dropped all the facades of society. And I think for a lot of us, once you create a distance between yourself and the bubble that is either social media or, all of these distractions, this corporate playground of, plugs and distractions, like once you separate yourself from that enough, you see how the facade, you just see through the facade, you know what I mean? And it becomes really clear how it's really toxic and it's really ungratifying. It does not fill any cups. Mariana, I am so used to feeling one way, depressed sadness, but not looking at or feeling the root of my emotions so I can finally move on, heal, and let go. That's such a brutally honest conversation that really means you spend some serious, serious time being just brutally like tough love with yourself about it, because it's like, okay, you have to see that in this place where we're at right now, there's definitely a clear divide. There is the higher timeline and those that are transitioning into their light version, feeling through their light being. And then there are others that have hooks on them from the matrix, especially the lower matrix. And it's almost like that lower matrix is still alive because it feeds off of people's deep rooted fear, anger, jealousy, desire for gluttony. Like it's something that you have to sacrifice in order to rid your soul and your aura enough darkness so that you can transcend. As the hermit, it is your role to transcend into light. That is the whole purpose of gaining knowledge and being in solitude and being one with the creator, with the universe, with nature. That's the whole point and purpose of it. Uh, it's known for being the green state. Ah. Oh, okay. I need to look this up, Colette. I really do. For some reason, that this place is calling to me. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. I found some beads and I made myself a bracelet. Have you guys been creative much recently? Let's get some more messages for the Divine Masculine. Ladies, if you have any questions about your Divine Masculine, it's 1111 at PayPal Ruby Reads Tarot. April, if you happen to be in the room, please let's make yourself be known, please. Let's get some more messages for the Divine Masculine. Let's get some more messages for the Divine Masculine. What does the Divine Masculine need to know for this full moon? What does the Divine Masculine need to know for this Libra full moon? Let's get some more messages for the Divine Masculine. What does the Divine Masculine need to know for this full moon? Ooh, that was quite an abrupt message. I'm going to have to take that one. I don't think these are yours, Divine Masculine, so I'm going to put those back. Wanda in the house. Welcome, Wanda. The cards are in French. I'm not going to butcher the names. I'm going to read them from the book just because I don't have the kind of mind to remember all of my different meanings from all of my different texts. And bottom of the deck. Okay. Ooh. Queen of Pentacles. I've got 9 of Pentacles, Tower card, Ace of Pentacles. I think this is the World. 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, the Death card, I think, 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 4 and 5 is 9 of Swords, and then we've got the 10 of Wands, and we've got the Ace of Swords. The World card. I know, right? Okay, so 69, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Realization of work without complete satisfaction. Payment problems. So Divine Masculine, you're currently doing work that is not satisfying you. Some of you may be finding trouble with your finances. Either way, the work's not satiating you, and I wonder if this full moon might be a time for you to consider changing up the work that you're doing and really getting in line with what you're supposed to be doing. So maybe figuring that out, or at least doing what feels good. And then we've got the 19 Tower card. Loss of goods, accident, collapse of convictions, punishment, exile, failure, poverty. You know, it's like drawing in, I don't know, Divine Masculine, I just feel like there is this energy of, like, you're almost shrouded in this cloud of darkness. I feel like you've lost your confidence, Divine Masculine, massively. I think some of you are overeating. I think some of you are indulging in porn or other things like gambling, or, you know, I think you're trying and attempting to maintain a healthy lifestyle, but I just don't think you have got enough motivation or drive at the moment. Exploring the wilderness with Carson Moore. Hello, Rupe. Hi, welcome. Punishment, exile. I think this is something that the Divine Masculine might be doing to themselves, like holding themselves out, at least not emotionally being present. And I think there's a real fear of poverty, as well as having decided you've failed before actually giving it a proper try. I wonder if this loss of good and accidents bit is because you're literally just hanging out in a base frequency that might even be hurting your own heart. Cassandra Santos, well done. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, guys. And then I think that Ace of Pentacles is reversed, but let's read the card meaning. Okay. Great joy shared with others, better than expected results. Money won or received as a gift. So it looks as if there is great joy that is shared with others that's about to be on the horizon. I think it would probably serve you to lighten your expectations or find a way to get aligned or lighten your mood, because if you're manifesting and you truly, truly believe in the end result, you'll totally get it. So whatever this better than expected results is, create a bridge to it. Do you know what I mean? Money won or received as a gift. So I think a lot of the Divine Masculine are about to come into like some financial windfall or bigger money than they were having, or receive some money, like, I don't know, is it tax season? Whatever. I don't know. So the next card is the Nine of Swords. Celibacy, temporary solitude, shyness, distrust, and all types of doubt. So a lot of the Divine Masculine aren't having sacred sex. And I hope that you're not like wasting your, what do they call that thing where the men don't, like, they hold on to their power. I'm trying not to be vulgar, but you know what I mean? Like, men, maybe there might be a need for you to hold on to your, I don't even want to say it, but like, avoid doing it. I started working next week. Oh, you start working next week, Colette. Well done. They were saying that everyone's going back into the real world, aren't they? Celibacy, temporary solitude, shyness, distrust, and all sorts of doubt. That's a really low vibration, Divine Masculine. The temporary solitude bit I think it already says here that you will need to come out of your solitude. Trust issues need to be worked on, and the fact that you've got all types of doubts just shows that your life is surrounded by a whole bunch of stuff that is not aligned with where you are or what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, the other card, which is this one, which is the World card. Loyalty, diplomacy, sincerity, generosity, ability, initiative, resourcefulness. So those are some really key concepts. I wonder if your loyalty is being challenged at the moment. How loyal you are as a person, how loyal you've been in relationships, how loyalty has affected you. Maybe you've been cheated on and that's affected you in in your life. Loyalty, diplomacy, sincerity. There's a need for you to be sincere, but communicate in a diplomatic way, like not for lashing out or fighting or being manipulative or trying to win or get your way. Sincerity is a big one here. Generosity also, perhaps being like financially generous as well as your generosity. Like, I have to be honest with you, divine masculine, women really love men, like proper men. Like, there's nothing more attractive in the world than like a proper gentleman who knows how to tap into that divine masculine energy and hold out chairs and hold open doors and pay for meals like you're supposed to and look after the woman. Like, I don't see why anyone would think, any divine masculine would think it would be attractive not to be a gentleman. Just something to think about. I think blokes, if you really, really, really want to improve your sex life, start being the divine masculine again and just find out what that really means. To spend some time discovering how you're supposed to be the protector and the provider. That's your role. Women, we can do whatever we want, absolutely. But the divine masculine is really being called back into the divine masculine at this time. I think it would be really worth looking into what the roles of a divine masculine actually are. So, 72. Very confusing situation, extravagant project, fragile illusions. So you might be surrounded by divine masculine, emotions based on illusions that are perhaps not authentic. Pat Anderson, welcome. Very confusing situation. So there seems to be some sort of tense energy. And I just think it's because there's these grand plans that are really built on fragile foundations, like on some real like mismatch. I don't know why I'm thinking like mismatch morals or mismatched values. Okay. Wait for news or important changes, consulting with an expert. So divine masculine, I think there are changes that are about to come into the equation. It would probably suit you to probably get some life coaching if you're with someone, maybe looking to getting marriage counseling. There is some sort of waiting for news also. So I wonder if you're waiting to hear from someone about something. Troubled business or love relationships, economical difficulties, worries over love. Cool, it can't be easy right now, can it, divine masculine? Troubled business or love relationship. Well, I think we all know that's obviously because of what's been going on in the world. I think if it's economic difficulties and worries over love, then you really got to surrender that, because the more you turn it into something, the more it will be something. So there's got to be, I think, a reset on the things that you're focusing on at the moment, Divine Masculine. Animosity, excessive resistance, nervousness. But on the other side of that, it's profitable efforts and possible pregnancy. So it seems as if divine masculine, your anxiety or animosity or excessive resistance and nervousness is actually holding you back. It is your energy that's holding you back, divine masculine. Because on one side, you've got the possibility of profitable efforts and possible pregnancy, which could be like an actual pregnancy or it could be the creating of something. But it seems like there's way too much animosity in your mind, perhaps, and you've applied way too much excessive resistance to the situation because of your nervousness. You might want to check that because you don't want to miss out on a really good opportunity. 26, which is the 10 of Wands. Disloyal acquaintances, conspiracies within the family or at work, hindered work or travel. So you guys are really like, this work situation is probably like playing on your mind a bit more than it should be. Again, it's all about resistance and travel. So maybe you're being held up and you can't move forward. Again, it's probably because of the situation. Disloyal acquaintances. I think, again, I can't say it enough. You need to cut whoever these disloyal acquaintances are, whoever these disloyal homies are, because it's really not worth having those kind of energies around at this point. I don't know. I just don't understand why people do that to themselves. Like, energy is everything. And when you're around like shafty, shisty energy, it's only stealing from you. Oh gosh, Pat, my oh Pat, it's not a sign, my dear. The divine masculine is the truest, highest form of the masculine species, the male species, my love. Should we carry on with the reading? Disloyal acquaintances within the family or work. It sounds like the divine masculine's really surrounded by a lot of tense, disloyal, like real, not very nice energy. Again, celibacy, temporary solitude, shyness, distrust, and all types of doubt. Celibacy, temporary solitude, shyness, distrust, all types of doubt. That's so low vibration. It's really a tough because I feel as if that might be an energy that you might actually struggle to get out of. Cassandra, I have a question from Cassandra. Hey Cassandra, where are you? Oh, there you are. Male energy, whoever identifies as one. Hold on one second. Let's get your question, Cassandra. April, are you here? Love message with current situation with Manuel. Hold on one second, Cassandra, hold on one second, love. Would you like me to use this deck? Me to use the other deck? Thank you for your question, Cassandra. Can you ask me? Could you tell me here, my love? Would you like your question answered with this deck or the other deck? This is the Toth deck, and the other one is just the Rider-Waite deck. Whichever is more blunt. I'll stick to the top and tarot deck then. Okay. Let's get a love message for Cassandra's current situation with Manuel. Let's get, okay, 2 cards. Pleasant and useful memories. Analysis of the past. The joy of today cancelled the past pain. And then the other card is, and that's the 6 of Cups. So the other card is the Knight of Swords, mercenary, pugnacious collaborator, ignorant or careless collaborator. Wow. Does that sound about right, Cassandra? Mercenary. So this is not someone who is easy to work with. Sometimes he can maybe you can towards him. Pair yourselves off against each other. Pugnacious collaborator is generally someone who's not very with program, someone who will step outside of the program just to create problems or just because they want to be like Jimi Hendrix in the house. Welcome, love. Ignorant or careless collaborator. Are you feeling like doesn't care about you? Okay. Well, the 6 of Cups is pleasant and useful memories, analysis of the past. The joy of today cancels the past pain. So from what I'm gathering from this is that you might be towards this person, or this person might be towards you, a little bit reckless. I just don't know if the pairing is an ideal match. And I wonder if you might use pleasant memories as a means of like canceling out the pain. Like it says today, the joy of today cancels past pain. It's very tough, ex-fiance. Cassandra, I think he should probably stay an ex. Just from this, it's like he's way careless. He's not working with you. He's working against you. He's a bit. He's not like working with you is the main thing here. And I just wonder if you're using like past memories and past good and then do something a little bit later that makes you feel really bad, and then you might be lingering in a kind of situation where it's like, okay, you're holding on to the good bits where you might actually need to acknowledge that he's not necessarily working with you. He's kind of deliberately working against you. I mean, the Knight of Swords is a tricky character on the best of days. I think if I'm really honest with you, it would honestly serve you to see the memories as the past and write it off as an experience. Take from the pleasant what you can. Analyze from this relationship exactly what it is that did work, but make sure you're analyzing exactly what didn't work, what you will never tolerate again, and what it is about certain people that you will have to avoid when you see certain characteristic traits moving forward onto the next person. Please try and find a soul or an energy that you know is on working with you as opposed to working against you, because the kind of energy that deliberately works against you is honestly the quickest, surefirest way to fuse your energy, just to like fuse your box basically. I personally reckon that kind of energy, that Knight of Swords energy, is a total energy vampire. I just don't think it's the right energy for you, Cassandra, if I'm honest. I don't think this is somebody who wants to work with you. I just feel like using pleasant and useful memories can be a really, really blinding way to remove you of the joy of what is now and what can come. I hope that helps, Cassandra. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your question. If anybody else has any questions, it's one question, one card, 1111 at PayPal Ruby Reads Tarot. I'm going to keep shuffling. Get some more messages for the Divine Masculine. Ladies, if you have any questions about your Divine Masculine, it's one question, one card, one that has put you in that made you feel less than yourself. Don't trust this, ladies. Can I just give you a total round of applause? Because, and this card came up, so I'm going to read this for the ladies. It was a bit funny how that sort of shuffled out. Ooh, work, career, temporary transfer, confession, declaration, protest. So the ladies that are in the room right now, what we have here is a work career situation that might involve a temporary transfer or something a little bit outside of what you were used to. This could be a project that you're taking on that's something that you've never done before. This could be in your work life where you are just plugging into work. Cassandra, it keeps loading and interrupting for me. Cassandra, this message will be saved, so make sure you come back. And it's at 48:48. So just rewind back. Divine Feminine. Expect a confession. Expect someone to come forward with some sort of declaration. If you need to protest the situation and stand up for your rights, Divine Feminine, I would do that, especially if it comes to the Divine Masculine. Too much buffering must be weather related. I think it is. Cassandra, oh, thank you. Thank you, Cassandra. Just, I think, present. Come back to the present. Be in the present. Just make the present as best as you can, because working with someone who's working against you can be really, really dangerous. And that's how a lot of Divine Feminine has been trip with gardening and trip with friends. Girls, we got to get in the garden. We got to start growing stuff. Start growing out of your friends as possible. And then we've got this card here. It's draining and very heartbreaking, honestly. I think that message was for you, though, Cassandra. You must pour all of that heartbreak into your work and see what it is that you can create from that pain. And see if there's any way that you can channel that pain into creating something lucrative for you. And actually pouring that care and that self-love that you so blatantly deserve into yourself until you find an energy that matches that and can provide you with that without it for what you're supposed to do. So guys, we got the last couple of minutes. I'm gonna pull a message for April. I don't know if you're here or not. Thank you for your question. Oh, I'm chucking the rocks on the floor. Oh, so I've got, it's gonna be a really good idea. Swords, which is the command and power and the authority that you must do at the moment. It's got to be really intelligent. It's got to be really crown chakra. It's got to be very forced. So you're focusing entirely on your power to create this Empress energy, really in your Divine Feminine. The King of Swords is your strength and your power, and it's your focus and it's your determination. We've got the Four of Wands also, and it's almost as if there's a lot of harmony and peace that's on its way to you. It's like work completed really well. It's prosperity. It's being part of a project well done. And the Hermit card, of course, is your card. It is the card of wisdom. It is the card of inner knowing. It's the card of soul searching. It's a card of truth. And it might also be a good indication that you must really trust yourself in this time, April. You must really focus on coming back to being the hermit, pulling all the way back, cutting off the ties to the people that don't serve you, people that you can't take forward with you, because you kind of need to take a solo journey inwards. It's got to be all about you, April. Whatever this is reading you for, the more intently focused you are and balanced you are and intently focused on what it is that you can create in this time is really, really lucrative for you, April. You must come back to the hermit. You must come back to yourself. You must unplug from all of those extra ties and all those extra people that perhaps should not be in your circle. Hermit here. Hey, Cassandra. I don't know if April's here or not. Oh. But yeah, that was a message for April. Thank you so much, April, for asking your question. I hope that helps. Do I have any more questions, guys? The internet connection is crazy today. I have a feeling it's for everyone and not just me. So maybe I should call it a night for tonight. Thank you so much for everyone that asked a question. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, April. Thank you, everyone that participated in the chat box. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Really good messages here for the Divine Masculine. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye. Thank you, Cassandra. Take care, my love. Bye.